Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to give you just another example how you can get sucked into, tricked into Florida's mental health system through the Baker Act. So in this particular instance, I had a call from a mom and dad. Their mid-20s daughter went to the hospital. She suffers from a debilitating medical condition. The medications that she takes to basically moderate her pain, for whatever reason, just didn't seem to be working. And so she called, the doctor's emergency room, the doctor's emergency number, and he said to her, listen, I think you should take yourself to the emergency room just to get checked out. So she did. And of course, as soon as she went in, they asked her for her health insurance. And the next thing you know, she's doing this whole, telehealth thing on an iPad, whereas some, a clinician or psychiatrist is interviewing her. And she's obviously describing the fact that she's in pain. She's describing the fact she doesn't want to live like this. She's tired of living like this. She's tired of being in pain. And the next thing you know, bingo, she's been Baker acted and she's been sucked into Florida's mental health system. Now, this particular hospital doesn't have a behavioral health unit. And so she was shipped to a behavioral health facility, one that's licensed to receive Baker Act patients by the state of Florida. Now, 3 or 4 days went by. The family was reassured, oh, she's just being checked out, whatever that means. And now the facility is saying, no, she's not getting out after 72 hours. In fact, we're going to keep her. She needs a whole lot more time with us. We're not letting her go. So obviously we've stepped in, we're going to file something. But here is just another example of how sleazy, scummy, unethical the mental health system can be here in Florida. It is simply disgraceful. I mean, I can't tell you how frustrated I am because it's happened to my family members, so I know what this feels like, and it doesn't feel good. And so, listen, if this facility doesn't want to let her go, I will be more than happy to tango with them in the courtroom, and they can explain to a judge why they have done this. You know why they've done this. They've done it for the insurance money, because this individual simply didn't meet criteria, and she went to the hospital because she was in pain and she needed help. And her doctor said, listen, go to the hospital. And this is what happened. But this is, why I tell folks that the minute you get detained, you need to fight to get out. You can't wait 2, 3, 4 days, because while you might get released, it's possible, in all likelihood, if you have health insurance and you have described any prior history to them. And I think in this instance, the young lady said to me, yeah, I'm depressed because I'm in such pain all the time. I really don't have much of a life. It's tough to go out socially when I'm sitting there or standing there and I'm in pain. And so they took that and they just ran with it. And, can only imagine what they have documented in her medical records to make it look like she meets Baker Act criteria when she clearly doesn't and never did and likely never will, unless, of course, they do something even more nefarious and medicate her to make her look like she needs to be detained. And so when you get detained, you cannot wait. You cannot trust the facility. You cannot trust a word the staff say. You need to fight to get out as soon as you humanly possibly can. And that is my story for the day. Just another sad state of affairs with Florida's broken and draconian mental health system. Anyway, if you like this video, I would love a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. And listen, if you've had an experience, share it in the comments. I try to read all of the comments and I try to respond as best as I can. If you have a question, if you'd like me to make a video about an issue that you've heard about, let me know. I'll make it. I have no problem. I want everybody who has somebody who's been Baker acted to get the information they desperately need, right? How it works in the real world. So anyway, enough of that. I appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.